Welcome to online lecture series in organic chemistry, and we are discussing the chemistry of group 18 elements. In this video we are going to discuss the preparation and structure of xenon oxo difluoride, that is XeOF2. So first of all, about the preparation. So xenon oxo difluoride, it is prepared by partial hydrolysis of xenon tetrafluoride at 200 Kelvin. So we get the xenon oxo difluoride. So this is a very simple method. Then about the structure of xenon oxo difluoride XeOF2, electronic configuration of or electron distribution of xenon, its atomic number is 54 and distribution of electron is 2 8 18 18 8. In outermost shell there are 8 electrons, fluorine 2 7 and oxygen 2 6. The valence shell electronic configuration for xenon, it is 5s2 5p6, that is 8 electrons. For fluorine 2s2 2p6, valence electrons are 7, and for oxygen 2s2 2p4, valence electrons are 6. Then the Lewis dot structure for xenon oxo difluoride, xenon is at the center and 2 fluorine atoms and oxygen, it is attached to xenon. Actually xenon contributes 8 electrons towards the formation of bond. Out of 8 electrons, 4 electrons involved in bonding, that is 1 electron it is shared with fluorine, another electron shared with other fluorine, and pair of electron it is shared with the oxygen atom. And out of 8 electrons, 4 electrons involved in bonding, whereas 2 pair of electrons available as a non-bonding. So as per Weiss-EPR theory, double bond is treated as a single bond, and therefore the number of bonding pairs 1 2 3. So there are 3 bond pairs around the xenon, and number of lone pairs are 2, 1 and 2. So number of lone pairs at xenon equal to 2. Now the steric number, it is equal to number of bond pairs plus lone pairs. Actually number of bond pairs, it is nothing but the number of atoms attached to central atom, that is xenon. So 3 atoms are attached to xenon, 2 fluorine and 1 oxygen. So steric number 3 plus 2, 3 it is the number of bond pairs or number of atoms attached to xenon, plus 2 it is lone pair, that is equal to 5. So steric number is 5, it means its hybridization is sp3d, and the possible geometry, it is trigonal bipyramidal. Now this is the possible structure for xenon oxo difluoride, that is the trigonal bipyramidal. This is one possibility where 2 lone pairs and oxygen occupies the equatorial position and fluorine atoms occupies the axial position. Another possibility is 2 fluorines and oxygen occupies the equatorial position and lone pairs occupies the axial position. And third possibility is fluorine and oxygen and 1 lone pair occupies the equatorial position and 1 lone pair and fluorine occupies the axial position. So out of these 3 possibilities, the first structure where fluorine occupies axial position, which is most electronegative, and lone pairs and oxygen occupies the equatorial position, this is the most stable structure with minimum repulsion in pairs of electrons. According to Weiss-EPR theory, the arrangement should be or structure should be like that, where there is a minimum possible repulsion between electronic pairs, and this is the most stable arrangement where 2 fluorine occupies axial position, 2 lone pairs occupies the equatorial position. Now here most important thing again, if the structure A is the most stable, then according to valence shell electron pair repulsion theory, lone pair repulsion is greater than lone pair bond pair repulsion, which is greater than bond pair repulsion. So as lone pair repulsion is highest, so these 2 bonds, that is xenon fluorine, these 2 bonds are bent towards oxygen, and therefore the observed structure for the xenon oxo difluoride, it is bent T-shape. This is the bent T-shape structure for the xenon oxo difluoride. Now according to valence shell electron pair repulsion theory, again double bond, it is considered as a single bond or it is a coordinate bond, and this is the possible structure. It is the bent or this is the observed structure, that is the bent T-shape. Alternate method is formula for getting steric number H is equal to half V plus M minus C plus A. It is equal to half into bracket 8. Actually valence electrons in case of xenon, it is 8 plus 2. Number of monovalent atoms attached to xenon, it is equal to 2. Actually fluorine, 2 fluorine atoms, these are the monovalent. Oxygen is divalent, and therefore M is equal to 2. Now number of positive charge is 0, number of negative charge is 0. So half into bracket 8 plus 2. 8 plus 2, it is 10. So 10 by 2 equal to 5. So H is equal to 5 means possible hybridization is sp3d, and you know these 5 electronic pairs are there at xenon, and meaning of this is out of 5 electronic pairs, 3 pairs are bonding pairs because 3 atoms are attached to xenon, and therefore there must be 3 bonding pairs, and 5 minus 2, that is 2. So there must be 2 lone pairs. So bonding pairs equal to 3 and lone pairs equal to 2. So this is about the preparation and structure of xenon oxo difluoride. Now the preparation and structure of xenon oxo tetrafluoride, XeOF4. So this xenon oxo tetrafluoride, it is prepared by partial or controlled hydrolysis of xenon hexafluoride. So after partial hydrolysis of xenon hexafluoride, we get xenon oxo tetrafluoride. Now structure of xenon oxo tetrafluoride. This is the electronic configuration of xenon, fluorine and oxygen. Valence shell electronic configuration for xenon 5s2 5p6, fluorine 2s2 2p5, and oxygen 2s2 2p4. Again the Lewis dot structures for xenon oxo tetrafluoride, 2 possibilities are there. So here xenon is at the center and 4 fluorine atoms and 1 oxygen atoms, it is attached to xenon, and in this structure actually 4 fluorine atoms attached to xenon by means of single bond, whereas oxygen attached to xenon by means of double bond. But according to valence shell electron pair repulsion theory, double bond is treated as a single bond. So number of bond pairs around the xenon, that is 5. So 4 bonds with 4 fluorine atoms and 1 with oxygen atom. Bond pairs are 5 and number of lone pairs at xenon equal to 1. So this is about the bond pairs and lone pairs. The next part is steric number. So number of bond pairs plus lone pairs. So this is equal to 5 plus 1, that is equal to 6. Number of bond pairs equal to 5, lone pairs equal to 1. So steric number is 6, and therefore the possible hybridization is sp3d2, and the corresponding geometry is octahedral. It means the possible geometry for xenon oxo tetrafluoride, it is octahedral, where xenon occupies the center of the octahedron. Out of 6 corners, the 4 corners occupied by fluorine, 1 corner occupied by oxygen, and 6th corner it is occupied by the lone pair. So this is the possible arrangement. But important thing is the lone pair of electron at one of the axial position causes some distortion in this octahedral structure, and therefore the xenon oxo tetrafluoride has a square pyramidal structure like this, where 4 fluorine atoms occupies the base of square pyramid and oxygen occupies the apex of the square pyramid. So this is the square pyramidal structure. Again, the double bond, it is considered as a single bond according to valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. So it has a square pyramidal structure. Now alternate method, again the formula is formula for getting steric number. H is equal to half V plus M minus C plus A, half into bracket 8 plus 4. Now 8, it is the number of valence electrons in xenon. 4, it is the number of monovalent atoms attached to xenon. Actually to the xenon 5 atoms are attached, 4 fluorine atoms and 1 oxygen atom, but oxygen is divalent and 4 fluorine atoms are monovalent. So M is equal to 4. So 8 plus 4, that is 12 by 2, that is equal to 6. It means the value of H, that is hybrid orbitals or steric number, it is 6. The corresponding hybridization is sp3d2, and here the possible structure is octahedron. But now H is equal to 6 means there are 5 bond pairs, because 5 atoms directly attached to xenon, it means 5 bond pairs, and 6 minus 5, that is equal to 1, that 1 lone pair. So number of bond pairs equal to 5 and number of lone pairs equal to 1. So this is about the preparation and structure of xenon oxo tetrafluoride.